A relationship is two sides of the same coin. The coin falls down. Whoever is on the top or bottom doesn't matter. The coin has fallen down. Hi, Mushtaq Sayed with you on my Monday Recharge. Folks, today my conversation with you would be little longer than expected and it could be controversial. It breaks my heart to bring this topic because I have had situations that I've seen in the past couple of weeks. People, and it's been going on for a while. I thought I might address this subject. It's important to my heart that people take it for granted in relationships. Relationship is such an important topic in today's world where a lot of gadgets, wealth, and so many different materialistic things have taken over, and especially the power of, or we can say, freedom of rights. I understand everyone has a freedom of their rights, but that has been taken into a total different perspective when it comes to relationship. I understand and I believe relationship should be taken very seriously right from the very beginning. And I will explain this to you. When a person, whether it's a male or a female, girl, boy, man, woman, everyone starts with something when they want to develop a relationship by giving their best attitude they can, by giving them the best respect you can, by giving them so much of love and care, and giving and giving and giving so that people can get along and join together in a relationship. When the time passes, the same thing starts asking for things, demanding for things, and expecting things rather than giving. That is where the relationship starts to get disturbed and separations starts to come in between. I would personally encourage every one of you to look into that. What did you do when you were at the beginning of that relationship to get attracted by the other part or the other partner? You have to continue. You have to do consistently for years and years till death set you apart. That spark, that energy, that enthusiasm has to be there throughout your life together. There is no way that you can say, I've done my part, I'm expecting my partner to play their part. A relationship is basically 100% of each of the partners. It is normally considered that I've done my part and I'm expecting my partner to do that. I'm not debating on who's right, who's wrong. It's a lady or a man, it's a girl, a boy, or whatever. Everyone has the responsibility to play their part 100% or even more by giving and not expecting too much from them. Expecting people to change after getting into a relationship is a myth. Yes, we should try to change ourselves to the expectations of the others, but we should not expect other one to change because of us. I want to bring this as a reminder to every one of you, including myself, that a relationship never dies if you start to give something, if you keep on giving something, if you keep on reminding yourself that you need to give. You need to keep that spark, whether you are a man or a woman, girl or a boy. It doesn't matter whose responsibility it is. I have had situations where I realize people take it for granted that women are supposed to do the cooking and the men are supposed to go out and do their work, and they are expected to do everything outside. The world has changed. Women outside are doing their job in their different career, and they are still expected to come home and prepare the meals for a man. I have seen this happening in the Canadian culture and even in the school. They teach boys to learn cooking. So there is nothing as such that cooking is only meant for ladies. It's a mutual understanding of running a family, if not a family, at least being in a relationship together. Share your work together, being it bringing money at home, or being it bringing happiness at home, or being it that bring a proper meal on the table together. The spark which we had in the beginning of our relationship should continue to go on. On the other hand, it is also considered, excuse if I am being inappropriate, but this is the fact that when it comes to man thinking that the woman has the absolute right to cook for man, at the same time, women are always trying to put it on man that if it is an intimate relationship, it is only for the advantage of the man. That is not true. An intimate relationship between a couple is a part of your regular requirement as a human being. It has to come from both the sides of the coin. Right? Same thing as I mentioned about cooking. It is not just a lady's job to do the cooking. Man and women are supposed to share whatever the job they have it at home, as well as whatever they got to do to bring the uh, income in the house or in the family. Similarly, if there is romance, intimate relationship, all this is a part of the fuel into the fire of your relationship. Wherever we think that once we got into a relationship, it does not need for us to adore ourselves for our partners. It's very important to make sure for a man to make sure that when he got married or when he got into a relationship, he was looking smart, he was trying to groom himself well, and now once he is in a relationship, it's not fair for you to start looking shabby or taking it for granted that I'm in a relationship, why do I have to groom myself when I was looking for a relationship? Same thing goes for the ladies, that should adore yourself and make sure that you try to keep yourself well groomed so that your partner does not have to look around other places for the same beauty that he was once looking in you. And same goes for the man, that you should make sure that you keep your upkeeping of your grooming same way so that your partners, your ladies, do not have to look for a personality and then compare with you that you don't look or you don't seem or they started comparing you with somebody else. And that's where the friction starts between a couple. That's where we have to be careful that we should adore ourselves as much as possible every single day of our life together. No matter what. This is a very serious situation which brings in disturbance, and I'm hurt, I'm deeply saddened by things which I'm hearing because I do a lot of community services and I talk to youngsters especially, and I have seen separations not so young, separations of people after 1 or 2 decades of being together. It's painful. It's painful for you together, but sometimes there is a big set of problems with your children. Once you have children in life, you can decide to be the best parents But if you are not together as best parents, it may not seem, but it does affect a child's growth, a child's mind. I know I've been telling and I've been teaching children, I mean, not children, adults, when they still are being hurt from their past relationship broken up by their parents. And I tell them you have to come up and live your life and forget the past. You can change it. And yes, that's true to a certain extent, but it does have an impact in their mind, and it does take a lot of efforts for them and to come up with that. And it's not easy. It is definitely not easy, and some of them cannot come out of it no matter what. Think it well. Think it properly that it should not hurt your children when you are in part of separation or, God forbid, divorce. Think again, put your time and efforts together, love each other, give that spark to yourself, and give that love and care to your partner. Make sure that that spark, that energy has to be consistent throughout your life, not just with the time and then once you are done. You see, for me, I understand that a woman, when she is involved in a relationship and then gets married, the body will change no matter what. The body is expected to change. And same goes with men. You can see, I was not the same 30 years, 20 years ago. The face has changed. My hair is gone. My beard is white. I'm looking old and shabby too. But if you have a caring and loving nature to give, your giving will bring some kind of love and care from the other side, no matter what, how difficult the other person could be. There is always a way out once you start giving. And yes, it is a cost that you got to pay. You have agreed to it. No matter which religion you follow, there is always one thing when you get into a marriage, there is a commitment between you and your spouse in front of your Lord, in front of your God. You take that responsibility, you have a commitment. Some religion says the commitment is for 7 lives together. Some religion says it is never ending, whichever. It doesn't matter which religion you belong to or what religious belief you follow. The important is that you are controlled by your heart, and your heart is beating for your partner. That beat should not stop. The moment your heartbeat stops, you are dead. Same thing goes with the relationship. Your heartbeat has to go on in your relationship no matter what. This is all I wanted to remind myself first and every one of you to please consider yourself so blessed because you are in a relationship. There are millions and millions of people who don't have anybody to talk to. And yes, I have also helped and I have tried to counsel people who have been separated or divorced. And it is not easy, neither for a woman or a man. It's not easy for anyone to be separated because we humans are made that way, that we need companionship, we need partners, we need a human connection. The materialistic things, whether it's gadgets or whatever, the electronic things, or now we have, what is it called, artificial intelligence, trying to control human being now, bringing everything where we can see that people don't need people. Everything can be done with machines, with materials and everything. There is no emotions, no matter what you say. I know things can change down the road, but if we keep on involving our love and care, our emotions will definitely build a better future, better generations to come. Thank you very much for listening for this little lengthy message today. But this is what I wanted to remind myself. I'm looking forward to see you again very soon with a new message to charge your day every single day of your life. Until then, you guys have a great one.